That's loud. Okay, that was alright. Still a bit loud, I feel. It's probably better. Bonus campaign? Okay. So we're gonna do the main campaign, I feel. A stable and prosperous port of call in a sea of chaos, warfare and political turmoil. The Hong Kong Free Enterprise Zone is a land of contradictions. It is one of the 6 world's most successful centers of business and also one of its most dangerous sprawl sites. A land of bright lights, gleaming towers and restless spirits, where life is cheap and everything is for sale. Easy difficulty for new players or players more interested in seeing the story. Normal difficulty provides a balanced combat experience. Hard difficulties for players returning for a second playthrough or looking for a tactical challenge. Let's go with normal. Create your character. Okay, Jesus. Humans were the only race on Earth until the awakening in 2012. Now they find themselves the definition of average or even normal. They are still the most populous race in the world and thus control many of the most powerful, moneyed and important positions in society. All humans have a +3 to karma to start the game. Maximum stats: body 9, quickness 9, strength 9, everything 9. Elf. Many people consider elf to be the most fortunate meta-humans. They are more attractive and socially accepted than the other meta-human races. Elves are taller than humans but have a more slender build. Their hair is usually thicker, longer and more luxurious than average, and their ears come to a point. All elves have +1 to charisma. Dwarves are the shortest of the meta-human races, although their torsos and shoulders are wider than their size would indicate. Thus their strength is equal to and somewhat greater than the larger races. All dwarves have a +1 to willpower. Orcs are the fastest breeding race and are second only to humans in world population. Their size leads to an intimidating silhouette and a body that can take more physical damage than the average. Orcs have pointed ears and intimidating teeth or tusk. All orcs have +1 to body. Trolls are the largest meta-human race. Every prejudice against them has led people to assume trolls have lowered intelligence, but in reality there is no proof of this. Trolls have pointed ears, intimidating teeth or tusks, and many have horn-like growth that our other meta-humans do not manifest. All trolls have +1 to body and +1 to strength. Jesus. I always feel like starting a human just because it's average. Maybe we should do something else. Maybe we should start an elf. Crap. Street samurai are freelance operatives who follows a code of street honor. They are learned in the ways of traditional samurai warrior and practices of modern combat. Some sell their skills for profit, while others work to take out the dishonorable scum that seem to breed in the urban sprawl. Key attributes: body and strength or quickness, close or ranged combat, or both, throwing weapons and dodge. And this one is charisma. Okay. Mages specialize in casting of spells, sure. Willpower and spellcasting. Deckers use a cyber deck to jack into the Matrix, the worldwide information creating computer network. By projecting their minds into the electronic world, Deckers can find secrets or keep hidden away. They use programs and expert systems to fight off the protections that mega corporations place in their way. Intelligence. Shamans believe that their magic comes from a totem spirit that guides their life path. This relationship allows them to summon spirits and command them to do their bidding. Shamans have the ability To conjure spells that mages cannot. Key attributes Charisma. Spirit Summoning, increasing the skill grants a shaman a totem benefit. Conjuring. Key specialization Spirit Control. Okay. A Rigger uses specialized cyber tech to control small robot-like vehicles called drones with their minds. They can use this ability to provide surveillance, support and extra firepower when required. Key attributes Intelligence. Physical Adepts are magically active characters who focus their magic internally, seeking to reach their utmost potential physically, mentally, and spiritually. As adepts unlock new abilities, they become honed physical machines using their magic to enhance their close combat abilities. So, this is obviously the best pick for an elf because of charisma. Shamans have the ability to conjure spells as mages cannot. Let's just do it. Oh, okay. Nice. Okay, so let's leave it at this. Spend your karma. Karma represents the experience characters earn while running the shadows and achieving goals. Karma is used to improve attributes and skills. An attribute or skill rating can be increased by spending karma equal to the next increment of that rating. Thus improving your body from 4 to 5 requires you to spend 5 karma points. You have some karma available now to customize your character. Ooh, Jesus. Okay, so obviously charisma. What's all this? New etiquette. Can equip air barrier, increase spellbook slot if not yet unlocked. Dragon lines, visible to fog of war. Can equip lightning barrier. Choose your totem. Okay. The dove is a peaceful messenger and mediator. Dove can set all spirits breakaway chance to 0% within 3 tiles of yourself. The bull is generous to those it cares for and hostile to those who might harm them. Scorpion fears nothing because it can kill any foe. Damage +4. Bear is powerful, gentle, wise, and protective of all natural world. The power of the bear heals all allies within 3 tiles of damage from the most recent attack. The power of the bear heals all allies within 3 tiles of the damage. Okay. Jesus. We do want some range combat as well, right? Biotech. Enemy HP visible. I like that. Measure of your physical. We need ranged weapons. But am I gonna use a ranged weapon? What up? I'm not sure actually. I think I'd like one. Nice. That's one way to spend your time, I guess. Probably a house. And Razor cyber weapon. Sure. That's true. True. Sell your shit and buy the car then. I dare ya. Characters with high dodge are less likely to be attacked than their teammates. But 3 more points. Only 70k, that's not too bad. Hmm. Oh. I know, right? Maybe we need a shotgun for him. Can we leave this point? Sure. Okay, cool. Choose an etiquette. Etiquette is about knowing how to behave in various social situations. The right etiquette can give you an edge in certain conversations. Choose an etiquette from the list below. Choosing an etiquette does not cost karma, and each etiquette can only be chosen once. I'm an academic, obviously, and a socialite. Ugh. What's my name? What's my name? This is the hardest part. Mm. What do I want to name this dude? Wait. Random characters. Yep, it was taken. I'm not an elf.
You have one new message.
Hi. It's Raymond. I hope I have the right number. Look, I know we haven't spoken in a while, but I need your help. Remember the day I took you and Duncan off the streets? I told you that the past is just a story, that if you can just accept that, your past loses all power over you. Yeah, I was wrong. I'm on my way to Hong Kong now, to finish something I should have faced a long time ago. And I need you with me. I know we're not blood, and we didn't leave things in a good place, but you and Duncan are the only real family I have. Please, if our past means anything to you, meet me in Hong Kong right away. I'll explain more when you get here. I'm begging you. I'm almost out of time.
Okay. Shadowrun, Hong Kong. Raymond Black, the old man gave you a home once, took you and Duncan off the gang-ridden streets of the Barrens, sheltered, educated, slapped sense into you both, until you almost resembled productive members of society. And then you took off, left it all behind, landed behind bars for a time, tried to start a new life after that. It's been 8 years since you've heard Raymond's voice, until out of the blue, you got this cryptic message, a plea for help. Meet me in Hong Kong, right away, and wire to your account enough Nian to pay for the flight and then some. The descent is rough. A squall comes out of nowhere, sending a solid sheet of rain punching into the suborbital transport. With a ragged shudder, the plane finally skids to a halt at the edge of the Cheklapkok tarmac. An hour and an interminable number of emotionless security checkpoints later, you hail a water taxi to Victoria Harbor. Hong Kong looms ahead, pulsing with energy. Auto-saved. Except from the churning of the water taxi to the ponderous rocking of the docks, your stomach lurching at the transition. As soon as you're clear, the captain nods once and steers the small craft back into the harbor. The man never said a word, just handed you a worn brown duffel bag when you stepped on board, filled with gear, some stiff new body armor, and a note. Better safe than sorry. D. Above, smog-thick clouds hang low in the sky, reflecting the lights of the city in a nauseating swirl. The wind changes direction more than once, creating a heady stew of aromas: diesel, sea salt, street food, and filth. It's all you can do to keep your in-flight meal where it belongs. Two figures stand waiting in the dim light of the pier. The first is an orc, lean with in-your-face muscles and a jaw made to break fists. The second is an elf, one hand resting casually against her hip. Raymond Black is nowhere to be seen. But don't you look like shit? Duncan Wu, the closest thing you have to a brother. You haven't seen a man in 8 years, still as charming as ever. Grins. Green's not really your color, Nicholas. Doesn't go with that nice new armor I got you. As you open your mouth to respond, something shifts alarmingly in your stomach, a liquid, bubbling sensation. Don't know what you're talking about. Must be the harbor lights messing with ya. Must be. Guess you still got some of your old fortitude at least. Alas, considering how much synthahol we used to put down, I'd be surprised if you couldn't handle a little chop. Anyway, we gotta go find Raymond. Find Raymond? I thought he'd be here. Never showed up. He still got that same baritone rasp. Had it since he was 12. who developed early. No clue where he might be. Nope. But I just checked in with the local PD and morgue. If he's dead, his body hasn't turned up yet. That's a good sign, I guess. Worried? Yeah, I'm worried. He's an old man and he ain't out there, and he's allowed out there alone somewhere. Ray's a smart guy. He can take care of himself. He's not the same Nicholas. Raymond hasn't been himself in a long time. Oh, so? He's been restless, staying in his study inside his own head a lot, and he barely sleeps anymore. I've been worried about him, but I haven't figured out what to do about it. And I didn't have a brother to turn to. Hell, wasn't too sure you were even alive still, until Raymond managed to track down your number. We should get going, Duncan. Head back to the meeting point in case your dad shows up. Copy that, Sarge. Wearing a Lone Star body armor. Sarge? Carter, Shadow Lone Star. I'm Duncan's partner. And superior officer. I let him carry my coffee for me sometimes, write my parking tickets, that kind of thing. Figured I could use some backup. Didn't know what Ray's got himself into, and I wasn't sure you were gonna show up. Of course I showed up. Yeah, well, I wasn't so sure, you know. Hey, look, I'm glad you're here, Nicholas. Sure, seriously. But I'm going to need some time to get used to having you around again. Been a while since I heard from you, know what I mean? Memories of sleepless nights in lockup flash by, wondering if you'd ever see Duncan or Raymond again. Wondering if you even wanted to. And then, stepping out into the daylight suddenly free, the fallout of some obscure corporate restructuring, a few hundred yen worth of apology from your former jailers, and the decision to start a life new, to leave the past behind, all of it, until now. I had my reasons. Sure. Let's just find Raymond. He was supposed to meet us at the plaza on the other side of this pier. The sooner we find him, the sooner you all can have a big happy family reunion over dinner. And the sooner I can find a place to get a drink around here. Damn right. Duncan turns and starts down the pier. Carter follows. Okay. Inspect. Fresh construction is expanding the harbor out into the water. Corporate interests can afford to create new streets. It's locked. The guard shack at the end of the pier is dark and empty. Duncan gives the gate a push, but it doesn't budge. Huh. Well, that was open earlier. Looks pretty solid. Yeah, it smells a little funny, don't it? Who knows, it's Hong Kong, not exactly sure how things work around here. Come on, rookie, we can get through the construction site. I hate it when you call me that. The gate is locked, but the nearby control panel appears accessible. Carter pulls it open with a metallic screech that pierces your skull, sending a new wave of pain down your churning stomach. Looks like there's another way off the docks on the other side of this gate. I think I can bypass the lock. Carter fiddles with some wires and the door lock is open. Got it, let's go. This movement. Shouting in Cantonese. More Cantonese. The group on the dock was fishing a package out of the speedboat when you surprised them. Now the package at the bottom of the bay and the speedboat is disappearing into the distance. They close on you, red-faced and yelling. The light of the harbor glints off their weapons as they approach. The leader shouts something in Cantonese, but it's too fast to make out. You're rusty. It's been years since Raymond's house and the language lessons that wouldn't end. The old man never spoke anything but his native language at home. Guys doing some late night fishing? Oh yeah, we're fishing for assholes. You're gonna need some better bait, or you're gonna catch with that as trouble. Hey, you talk good Cantonese, baby. Real authentic. Actually, you just told me to screw my light bulb. There's something tells me you're not a cop, or you're a cop from the UCAS, and you've got no jurisdiction here. Either way, this ends the same. I think he's done talking. You are now in turn-based combat mode. Each character in your team has an action pool. Spend these actions on movement, attacks, or using spells and items. Once your team's turn is complete, the enemy will move and attack. Additional tutorial information is available from the reference guide, which can be accessed in the upper right corner of your PDA menu. Okay. In the open. Oh. Power bolt. Increases the armor by 2 for 3 rounds. Shares a good with other strip armor spells. Heal wounds. Nice. Ow. God damn it. Oh. Gonna die. I know, right? What the fuck is happening? Can be used outside of combat. Are you kidding me? There we go. Nice. Some great hit chance here. What? Ah. Okay. Oh, there's that. How is that a flank? Oh, he's dead. Oh, punch him in the face. Damage 5. Ooh. That was already hard. Loot. Toko. An illegal street drug made from the leaked kamikaze formula. Adds +1 body strength and 1 willpower for 5 rounds. Every time the user is attacked, strength increases. Sure, I'll take it. Cool. Another gate panel. This one's been vandalized and busted up good. A real nightmare of a repair job. Wood stares at the fence, considering loops and walls of razor wire glitter in the lamplight. Looks edged with monofilament. The corporations here didn't screw around. Why don't we just cut ourselves an opening? Even if you could, it'd snap back on you. Ever seen a high-tension wire ripped to a human body? You don't want to. You aren't touching it. How about it, Carter? Think you can get the gate open? What do you think? It'll take me a few minutes though. Thought she was a mage. She is. Carter likes to know how things work. She used to be on the bomb squad. Speak only Cantonese from now on, just like we did when we lived at Raymond's. Those endless drills are about to pay off. Just like at Raymond's. At least you can still handle yourself in a fight. Really? Thought I did terrible. So you're a Lone Star now, right? Aren't you wondering what I've been up to for the last 8 years? Nope. Oh. The screech is replaced by the sound of grinding wheels. Glancing over to the console, you see Carter grinning back at you. Got it. Baddies? The light from the nearby vendor stall stabs into your eyes, triggering a throbbing ache in the back of your skull. You stop short, squinting as rough voices drift in on the wind. Where's everyone else? Where's the damn shipment? Haven't seen them yet. We just got here. Long way, probably waiting for us, so we can haul it out of the boat for him. That lazy bastard. Let's just hang out here and let him find us. Looks we're on a stroll through Smuggler Central. These gangers don't know we're here. We could probably just slip past. Or we could clip them. They're already looking for us. Might be better to take them out now while we've got the element of surprise on our sides. While unaware, hostiles are While unaware hostiles are on screen, press the unhostile button to enter turn-based combat mode. I want to fight you though. What happens when we move this crate? We have to go here, right? Oh shit. No wound to heal. Ah, heals all damage from the most recent attack. Oh, he's still in the open. They're still in the open. Nice. He was hit, right? Wounded for 7, yeah. Oh shit. Move! Five damage. Nice, okay. Pity fitty. Uh, 71. Nice. Oh. We healed. A dick move, bro. Does that stack? No. Nice. Basic medkit. Um, can't say that I noticed, actually. It's not more filthy than usual. Gained karma. Money! Over here. Husky troll. Oh, that's the other way of the... And nothing to... Okay, to the husky troll it is. Oh, these are the dragon lions, of course. Right. Crossing the street, you can make out four shadowy figures loitering in the plaza ahead. Troll, orc, dwarf, elf, two men, two women. They're different from the smugglers on the dock. Alert, poised, professional. You can see they've made a token attempt to conceal their weapons. The unspoken message is clear. We're strapped. Mind your manners. Who stands up tall takes that amused tone he gets whenever he's standing toe to toe with someone bigger, someone who doesn't know they're about to go down. Evening, folks. You got permits for those bazookas? Permits? Give me a minute. Nope, guess not. Must have dropped mine in a dumpster along with the last 82 step to us. Is that right? Well then. You can almost feel Wu's cop training kick in. It's like watching a drone execute a command routine. He reaches for his rifle, brings it up quick, but it's too late. By the time it hits shoulder level, an assortment of nasty looking ordnance is already trained on his head. Alright, everyone just be cool. Little late for that, isn't it? Raise your weapon too, put your hands in your pockets, hold up your hands, palms out, draw your weapon and remain silent. That guy looks like he's using anima. Something we can do for you, officer? Looking for an old man, Raymond Black. We were supposed to meet him here. You know him? Mm-hmm. Where is he? Duncan? That's right. Easy, Duncan. Friend Raymond never showed. We've been waiting for the better part of an hour. You were gonna meet Raymond? Mm-hmm. What do you want with you? They needed friends, the heavily armed kind. The old man hired us to take you all on a little excursion. Hired you? They're an odd assortment. A cybered up troll, an orc girl with magical fetishes, a dwarf with a cyber deck slung on her back, and a tall man standing behind them, inscrutable. All with guns trained on Wu. Or Shadowrunners. Mm-hmm. This is bullshit. Raymond would never hire Shadowruns. They're criminals. Mercenary operatives. Criminal mercenary operatives. So yeah, you were right. Your buddy Raymond was associating with a bunch of hardened criminals. Sure to burst your bubble, Lone Star. Guess you didn't know the old man as well as you thought, huh? Let's all stay focused. No need for this to get ugly. We need to find Raymond. These are the people who can help us do that. What are you hired to do? The old man wanted to take him into Kowloon Walled City. You too. You know the Walled City? Isn't this Kowloon City? Yeah, this is Kowloon, but Kowloon Walled City is different. It's a shithole. Worst slum in the Eastern Hemisphere. Treat clips and news stories can't do it justice. We get it, it's a real bad place. Now why would a little old man pay you to take him there? Wouldn't say. He mumbled a lot too. Just kept rambling on and on about how he had to get in. Under ordinary circumstances I would have accepted the gig. I never would have accepted the gig. The Walled City's the last place I want to go, but the old man rolled up a truckload of yen, and you gotta eat, right? Can't. Boom. Let's say we believe you. What now? Okay, gang, I'll tell you what. We're all gonna put our guns down. Oh shit. Sound of high caliber rifle shots hang in the air and the red dots of laser sights sweep the area. Carter, the troll, and the silent elf lie dead in widening pools of blood, their heads broken open like melons dropped from a 4-story building. Nightjar! Nightjar! Come on, big man, talk to me. Got shot? No, no. Oh shit, this isn't good. Police, lay down your weapons, put your hands behind your head and come out where we can see you. Duncan Wu, Mikolas, come out where we can see you. You have 3 seconds. Stand down, dammit, I'm law enforcement. Lone Star. Lone Star. Save your breath, they won't listen. Use your eyes, these bastards aren't here to make arrests. We need a way out of here, now. Everyone pipe down, just give me a minute. The red girl stares at the ground intently as if listening. Then her brows furrows and her eyes go beady and her nose wrinkles up. She begins to sway back and forth, her lips moving soundlessly. She snaps out of her trance. Okay, I've got a way out. It's at the end of the street. Everyone come with me. Everyone? We don't need to rent a cop's gobbet. We're the only ones. Their extra firepower is. I got us an exit, but if we've got to get past the heat and we can't shoot our way out of this on our own. If nothing else, they can soak up a few rounds for us. Just stick to cover and keep close. There's a door down the street that leads to a back alley. That's our exit point. You fall behind, you get left behind. Get to the alley. Jesus. Oh shit. What does SMG? Poison fog. Summon spirit. Proximity mine. Grenade launcher. Ouch. Oh shit. Shot of water. Damage 10. Damage 10. Switch to armor. God damn it. How many AP do you have? Um, okay. Access point. Shit. Sniper means business, stay in cover. Yeah. No wound to heal. I mean, can't heal herself, I guess. It might be possible to use the network connection on this police motorcycle to do some damage to the local network. Deactivate the drones. Police drones power down. That's cool. Whoops. Heavy cover intervening. Close enough. Gotta do it. Oh, that's all two. This is one. Ow. Gonna hit my teammate in a second. What you doing? Out of ammo. Good enough. Um, 9 HP. So we do see HP. This is 4 damage. God damn it. Oh, we can't see his HP. Oh, right, only that character can see his HP. Right. Of course, that kind of makes sense. Nice. That hurts. A lot. Ow. Where can you go? Over here. Oh no. Gets to move fast. Can you make it? Later. Bye now. Ooh, cool. Made it out. Gobble stops, sniffs and whips her eyes with the back of her wrist. Her rat squeaks softly in the folds of her clothing. The dwarf watches her silently for a moment, then moves closer and gently takes her hand. In the dim light of the sewer you can see they're nearly the same age, no more than 20, 21 tops. What are their names? The troll you were talking to was Nightjar. He was our friend. The elf was called Gutshot. Kind of an asshole, but it didn't need to see his head splattered everywhere like that. Nightjar was a good guy, always had our backs. Isobel's and mine. Rare to find a runner that you can actually trust. Are we clear? I think we've shaken them. We're clear. He begins pacing, his boots splashing in the sewer water, creating echoes down the tunnel. You can feel the tension coming off of him in waves. This is bullshit. I'm done messing around in alleys and sewers. I'm done running for cops. For fuck's sakes, I am a cop. We noticed. There's a Lone Star Sergeant dead back there, damn it. We start to choke up. He shrugs against it, fighting to maintain control, but he needs a minute to recover. He finally manages to pull it together, but he's raw. When he speaks again, his voice is seething and hoarse. I don't know what the hell's going on with the Hong Kong cops, but I'm calling in some Lone Star backup from home. I'm gonna get some of my own people down here. Then we're gonna find Raymond and figure out what the hell's going on. Whatever you say, big guy, you have fun with that. Iz and I are out of here. Best of luck finding your friend. Our people died in a hail of sniper fire. You're not gonna do anything about it? Of course we're gonna do something about it. In fact, we're gonna do two things. Run and hide. Like a Solid plan. Look, we got you to safety, but now we are done with this shit. We don't intend to die for you. Wu isn't listening. You can see on his face that he's already written the orc girl off. He pulls his security PDA from his holster on his left leg, raises it and starts tapping the buttons with a meaty finger. The Lone Star logo on the back of the device looks shiny and official. What the hell? I'm locked out of the network. My law enforcement status has been revoked. I don't believe it. This is saying there's an APB out on us, Nicholas. You and me both. Joked as much, you heard them on a loudspeaker, then you our names. Fucking hell, this just keeps getting worse. Leans forward as if to punch the wall, his knuckles rapping against it softly, a pantomime of barely constrained rage. Suddenly, he turns and slings his PDAs at the far wall. It hits hard, bounces back, and clatters to the ground at his feet. He looks down at it, spent. And on that note, I think it's time for us to say goodbye. Come on, Isabel. She's cut off by a sudden smashing noise. As her friend's boot comes down crashing on the PDA at Wu's feet, the dwarf looks down at her work, unsatisfied, and brings her boot down again and again and again, until there's nothing left but a snarl of plastic housing, broken glass, and circuit board. Police issued. They can trace you through that. Yours too. It's on the network. We bury our own. Good. She looks over at Gobbett's size, then reaches into her jacket pocket, pulling out 2 new PDAs. She hands them to you and Duncan. Burners. Suppose it's the least we could do after your help back there. Thanks. Your people always keep a supply of burners in your pocket. Burners need to be prepared for contingencies, isn't that right, Iz? Isabel isn't listening. She's staring open-mouthed at her own PDA, its bluish glow illuminating her horrified expression. Gobbet, we gotta go. Right now. They're after us too. The screen displays a local newscast. Your own face stares back at you from the upper left corner of the screen. And in breaking news, just under an hour ago, Hong Kong port authorities were involved in a firefight with members of a terrorist cell linked to the mainland city-state of Henan. Henan? The battle left 3 terrorists dead along with an unconfirmed number of Hong Kong police officers. Your image winks out, replaced by a scowling image of Duncan Wu, a mugshot from a long time ago, before Raymond. Our sources report that Shell natives Duncan Wu and Nicholas Ariel, along with their Hong Kong-based accomplices, are still at large. They are well armed and should be considered extremely dangerous. Low-res photographs of Gobbet and Isabel pop up on screen. Oh shit. Kowloon officials report that the terrorist cell, known as the White Star, maintains ties to the state of Henan and it's purported to be received weapons and funding from anti-corporate groups in the UCAS city-state of Seattle. Port authorities are standing on high alert, and the Hong Kong Police Force Special Duties Unit has been engaged to deal with the threat. We go live now to Chief Inspector Craig of Special Duties Unit, who will be making a statement. We have yet to ascertain the motive for tonight's attack, but it was clearly a well-planned and coordinated effort. We have already issued an all-points bulletin along with a kill or capture order for the 4 remaining terrorists, and I have instructed the Special Duties Unit to make this man the top priority. If you should see one or more of these individuals, do not attempt to engage them. Instead, tap in the HKPF flash code at the bottom of the screen. If you are on an authorized network and take a picture, our system will automatically identify them in your data stream. Gobbet bends over, hands on her knees, sucking wind, her red scurry for a new position. I thought we were fucked before, but now we are well and truly fucked. How bad is it? Really bad, Nicholas. They've labeled us terrorists and there's an APB out on us. I've heard this kind of announcement before. I know what comes with it. It doesn't matter if we have nothing to do with whatever city-state. They're gonna hunt us down. It's open season. And the 2 of us will be hunted down right alongside you. We gotta go deep, hit the mainland for a while until we figure this out. Find a hole to crawl into. Gotta get them off the grid too. Way off. Hey, Lone Star, you got a security license, right? That means you get an SIN too. Of course I have an SIN, I wouldn't be able to get paid otherwise. Only criminals and lowlifes go SIN-less. That means that you can be traced, both of you. Get spotted by a drone or security camera, get ID by the retinal scanner, or try to use a cred stick or passport, the HKPF will know just where to find you. I know how a system identification number works, runner. You were stuck in this country, no money, no passport, nothing. We're just as screwed as you are. Me and Ian, we were listed as your accomplices. And we can't afford to get caught, you'll lead them to us one way or another. DNA samples, things we've told you, astral residue, I don't know, gob stuff. The little Decker looks up from you two, eyes narrowed, sizing you up. You can see her make a silent decision before she speaks. Her voice is flat, resigned. We need to go to get your sins burned. Delete you from the record books. All of them. All of them? Well, wait a minute. You want us just to erase our identities? Beyond the fact that that's insane, will it even work? If we burn our sins, go off the grid like that, won't they just redouble their efforts to find us? Imagine playing a game of hide and seek with a siren strapped to your head. Would you rather try and hide with the siren or with the siren conspicuously absent? Deleting our identities across the entire matrix sounds hard. It's very difficult. I can't do it. Some people can. Organizations, expert systems. We gotta ask for help. There's only one person we know who has the kind of pull it takes to burn a sin and hide us from the cops. Kindly Cheng. Let me guess, this Kindly Cheng is some sort of underworld hard ass. Kindly Cheng, some sort of super decker? No, Kindly is no decker. She's what's known as a straw sandal, kind of a middle manager for the Yellow Lotus Syndicate, the Triad. Kindly Cheng controls all the illegal activity in our neighborhood, smuggling, bootlegging, counterfeiting. Middle manager? Is a Yellow Lotus a syndicate or a retail outlet? Do not get the wrong impression. Kindly Cheng is no bureaucrat. She controls a good-sized portion of Kowloon's underworld. She has soldiers, resources, she's smart, and she is not to be underestimated. Taking favors from a woman like Kindly Cheng is a good way to get yourself into indentured servitude. You don't want to owe favors to a woman like that. Ideally, you don't want to deal with her at all. That was Nightjar's job. Nightjar's job? You mean work with her? What did we just tell you? She's got her fingers in everything, including brokering Shadowruns for the Corp. Kindly Cheng is our fixer. Really? Okay. Just stay on our good side and you'll have nothing to worry about. Now let's get this done before one of you trips the APB and brings all hell down upon us. Climb up there. Is there anything out here? Oh, I guess not. So we're just gonna climb up again, I guess. Enter the subway system. Continue. Continue. Starts off intense. You scramble up a ladder and through an access way where the sewer system spits you out into the Hong Kong Mass Transit Railway System, the MTR. Crossing the rails, you climb up to the platform and into the station. Above you is Hale, where the Red Shaman and the Little Decker plan to plead your case to Kindly Cheng, the one woman they know who can help you get underground and off the grid fast. But there'll be a price. Cheng's a tried boss whose favors tend to come with strings attached. The sounds of a waterfront at night leak down from the stairway to the surface. Peering up the steps, you can catch a glimpse of the night sky, overcast and low. Auto saved. The sewers deposit you in a series of mechanical accessways that eventually link to a system of railway tunnels. Cabot leads you through the 5 or 6 mechanically sealed doors and across several sets of electrified tracks, until she indicates you've reached your destination. This is the MTR station for Hale. Once you go up those stairs, you'll be in our neighborhood. Kindly Cheng runs her operation out of a mahjong parlor there called Swift Winds. There's an APB out on us. How do you expect us to get to this Swift Winds place without taking a bullet? Heo is well known as a protected area. Kindly Cheng sees to that. It's a shadow community. Smugglers, hijackers, black marketeers, you get the idea. Cops tend to give the place a wide berth. Police cameras don't last long here. Between the smog and the cloud cover, we shouldn't have had to worry about drone surveillance either. The HKPF won't find you. HKPF won't find you. Not if you follow our lead. Now, here's how this is going to work. You can't get an audience with Cheng until we secure you an invitation. So me and Iz will go on ahead and pay our respects. Then we'll request that she see you, politely. Invitation? How do we get that? Kiss her ass until it shines. By the size of it. One more thing. Connie Cheng is a dangerous woman. She may seem friendly, but don't let your guard drop. And whatever you do, do not disrespect her. Got it? That's it. Go on ahead and smooth the way. Just give us a few minutes head start and don't talk to anyone. Why don't we just go with you? Because no one knows you here and outsiders aren't welcome in Heo. Plus your friend here radiates cop. Cops are even less welcome than outsiders. And you're not exactly ordinary either, are you? I like to think I have a certain flair. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. People see us strolling through town together with no prior explanation. We might not make it to the mahjong part at all. Thanks for the help. We're helping ourselves as much as we're helping you, Seattle. We need your SIN spirit as badly as you do. And we need to figure our way out of this shit, or we're all dead. Plus we could use the muscle right now, just saying. You at the mahjong parlor? Shadowrun's footsteps quickly fall away and then you're alone with Wu. He grunts something unintelligible, begins panther stalking back and forth again, footprints of sewer water and muck marking his path on the subway platform behind him. Minutes pass, Wu stops his pacing and runs both hands over his face, groaning a sound of anxiety and disgust. It dissipates as he stands there silently, his hands covering his face and his shoulders shaking with emotion. Then he begins to laugh. It's a laugh that comes from down deep, from the place where fear and frustration and impotence swirl. But the barrier holds. Wu focuses, taking control of his breathing, and his laughter begins to slow. He becomes himself again. Oh my god, Mikolas, are you fucking kidding me? What the hell are we doing here? How did we get into this? I think I'm gonna lose it. Bullshit, you're a rock. Trying to obtain, seriously I am, but Carter is dead, Mikolas. They fucking ended her. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. You're talking about you crawled out of worse places before you met her? Maybe, but that was a long time ago. And I had Raymond then. Seems like you've grown a lot since then. You still need Raymond? Of course I still need Raymond, Mikolas. He's my father. Didn't you get it? Did you ever get it? Look at what he did for me, he did for us. Think of everything he taught us. You want me to forget that? I never said you should forget about your father, Duncan. He starts an angry retort, stops himself, mouth open. Maybe I should. Maybe I should forget it all. Raymond, the house, the academy, Carter. I might as well throw them all down the memory hole. You know why? Because we're gonna burn our SINs, Mikolas. Jesus Christ. Do you get what that means? The moment we do that, we're dead. To all the world, we're dead. We're wiped clean. Raymond, the house we grew up in, my career, Carter. All gone. No home, no money, no identity, nothing. Nobody. We were street kids, Duncan. We used to be nobody. Just chill. Chill? Who the fuck are you to tell me to chill after what just happened? And aren't you losing what I'm about to lose either? Our paths went in different directions a long time ago. You left me behind, goddammit. You left me behind. You left me behind. Memories flash bright. Suddenly you're back 8 years ago on the street outside of Raymond's house. Just you and you. Middle of the night. Flashback. You can just leave like this, Mikolas. What am I going to say to Raymond? You know how he is. Yeah, I know how he is. Inflexible. Exactly. We're breaking one of his rules just being outside the house after curfew. What is so important that you have to run out now in the middle of the night without even telling Raymond? It's a job. Don't mess with me. I need to see a guy about deal, the good kind, the big kind. Brandon and bind. Sorry, Duncan, can't talk about it. I would if I could. Can't talk about it? I don't like this, Mikolas. It sounds like the kind of shit we said we'd leave behind. Look, whatever going on, I can tell you one thing. Raymond will not approve. I'll deal with that when I get back. I won't be gone long. 3 days stops. I remember the look of Duncan's face as you walked away. The events that followed were a blur, one that you don't care to remember. 2 days later, you were behind bars in a private corporate prison. No interrogation, no charges, no appeal. Years later, some corporation bought some other corporation and a new board of directors pushed some sort of reform agenda, and the higher-ups gave an order. And then you're out, with a few hundred yen to your name and one scary as hell non-disclosure agreement ensuring your silence. Not that it mattered to you anymore, you were starting fresh, determined. Until Raymond tracked you down, left you that voicemail, brought you to Hong Kong, and back together with Duncan Wu. You realized that Wu's been staring at you. Now, let's hear it. Where the hell have you been all this time? Why didn't you contact me? At least to tell me you were alive. I wanted to Duncan, but I was locked up tight. Copper black site. No shit. Oh fuck, I had no idea. A range of emotions play across Wu's face. He stares at the ground for some time, before finally looking back up at you with a heavy sigh. Well, I really don't know how to process that one right now. I don't know. If we're still alive tomorrow, we can talk more. The shit's too much. We're marooned on this island, hunted by the cops. My partner's dead, Raymond is missing, and we're about to go see a crime lord about erasing our goddamn identities. And as a bonus, our only allies are part of a tiny criminals, or a pair of tiny criminals who would kill us if they could, so they didn't have to deal with us. Listen, Mikolas, back in the Barrens. Whenever I was out of control, you just handled the situation, remember? With Carla gone, I'm just a raw nerve. I'm afraid I'm gonna slip back, and people are gonna start getting hurt again. I got the lead, Duncan, just like I used to. He stares at you hard, like he's trying to see something inside your head. Good. Now let's go meet the triad woman and get her damned SINs burned. I want to rip off the bandage as fast as I can. Let's go. Hey, what makes you boaty less in the Kaitak riverfront like a parasite? Behind you a massive snarl of dark and derelict high-rises dominates the horizon, the walled city. Massive steel security door is set into a bunker-like concrete wall. There is no sign or identification of what this place is. A battered intercom is encased in a cage of welded steel and armored glass. Green letters are barely readable on the screen. Chrome alley. Medical services and mechanical repair. Premises protected by deadly weapons and infectious diseases. Crackle of static, then a brusque voice answers. What do you want? Medical clinic? No, it's a chicken factory. What do you want? For a medical clinic. Yeah, that's me, but listen guy, I don't know you. I don't like people I don't know. Who sent you? Oh shit. Do I want to be honest? Sure. Yeah? This should drag some real prizes out of the river. You get Nightjar to vouch for you, I'll consider giving you the time of day, got it? Nightjar's dead. Crying shame if that's true. And I saw that one coming. So, you just washed up with Isabel and Gilbert, huh? You know what that tells me? You're here to today, and you'll be gone tomorrow. I'll keep my distance. Get it, I'm going. Let's explore it a little bit. Frederick Cafe. Triad Guard. What's up, bro? That's close enough, friend. The club is members and invites only. I suggest you just move along. Gotcha. Where are you? The entrance to Wall Street is closed for us. Oh. I'm sorry, that was quick. Okay. Bolt hole. The original name has been sloppily painted over with black paint. Newer but somewhat weathered characters have been painted in bold brushstrokes and read Bolt hole. What's this then? The insulation on these heavy wires is cracked. They buzz and crackle occasionally as stray drips from the awaiting awning strikes them. Okay. Smuggler. Hello. Just off the docks you spot a sea-worn man with a smile that's almost too wide for his head. His teeth shine white against the thick black bush of his beard. See something you like? Come and get it, because now's your last chance. Everything's on sale. Won't find prices like these anywhere, my friend. Show me what you're selling. Oh shit. And a bolt. Oh. Katana. I don't have a melee character yet, so. Decking. Flash grenade. Trauma kit. Petrol is consumed when used. Okay. That's a merchant. Can't go up there. It has to be down here. Like a nice little water city we got here. Water slums. For sale. Oh, there it is. Here? No? Okay. Mahjong parlor. Swiftwind's Mahjong parlor, filled with the stink of cigarette smoke, the incessant click-clack of mahjong tiles, and the grim faces of hardened gamblers. Come in. We have a lot to talk about. You can feel every eye in the room as you cross the mahjong parlor to the middle-aged woman sitting patiently at his end. The click-clack of ivory-colored tiles stops. Hands stray beneath tables into jacket pockets, behind backs. The woman has the face of a prison guard and the demeanor of an inmate. Her salt and pepper hair is pulled into an iron-hard bun, and beneath it, two shiny black eyes offer nothing. Buttoned soon on a doll. A nearly empty bottle of something foul rests on her mahjong table, nestled between a pair of dirty shot glasses. Tiny puddles of brown linger at their bottoms. Cobbett and Isabel stand on the other side of the table, heads lowered, shoulders slumped, hands clasped. They risk a frightened glance at you as you approach. Auntie Chang's voice is nasal and rusty mean. A little pair of fuck-ups here told me all about what happened on the docks. How two of my best runners had their heads put out. How you need protection, and how you need to get your identities right before you get your heads put out too. Potentially leading the heat to my front door, placing me and everyone in my employ in danger. So wise, so very, very wise. We're sorry, Auntie. Whoa. Thought you mustn't speak until you are spoken to, Gobbet dear. And since you are one short hair away from being dumped in the river chained to Isabel Corpse, I suggest you let your new friends here do the talking for a while. Does that make sense to you, dear? Yes, Auntie. Very good. You learn so quickly. Remain silent. Now, my darlings, I understand from little red shit here that you came from Seattle to meet my client, Mr. Black. But before you could find him, the HKPF started splattering grey matter everywhere and everything went to shit. And now you need your SINs burned so you can disappear before you end up dead too, is that right? Yes, ma'am. Very good. Why don't we start with you telling me who you are? Oh, you've already chosen a street name. How prescient of you. Oh, it's a good name. A real character. Now what's your real name? I mean, what do you want me to erase your identities? You do want me to erase your identities, don't you, dear? I'll need to know who you are first. Nicholas, I'm a shaman. Ah, like young Gobbet here. I know that you become a shaman, Nicholas. Picked it up young. I've been in the cooler for a few. Still can't believe it. Li Chang whips her head towards Rue, a nasty retort already on her lips. But then she stops, sticks out her lower lip as he sizes him up. She turns to her lieutenant standing behind her, nodding her approval. Like the gun show is in town. What's your name, gun show? Duncan Wu. I'm a cop. Lone Star. I hear there were some fresh corpses found on the docks tonight. Smugglers, I believe. Didn't sound like the Hong Kong police when I heard about it. You're doing Duncan Wu? I identified myself as Lone Star, but they wouldn't stand down. They had weapons. It was self-defense. I don't care, sweetie. They weren't my people. But now I know you're a life taker, Mr. Gunshow. You and your friend here. Now I'm curious. Why were you meeting Raymond Black on the docks tonight? He's a friend. Said he needed our help. Really? You have a lot of 65-year-old friends who will fly around the world to help? He raised us. Raymond Black is our foster father. Interesting. For a kid, but he was looking like shit when I saw him. Eyes half open, dark circles around him, dragging his feet. A little bit. Your foster daddy was in a bad place. Kindly Cheng rests her eyes on you for a long time. You can feel the room filling with uncertainty and anticipation. Perhaps you misunderstand our relationship. You don't interview me, I interview you. But I will indulge this one question, since poor Duncan Wu here looks so worried. From what he said, it sounded like he was having nightmares. He would stop in the middle of a sentence and mutter something to himself. One time it was about the walls breathing or something, another time it was about teeth. Thousands of teeth. I remember him drifting off near the end of our meeting. It looked like he was off somewhere else in his head. He said, I love prosperity in there. Then Nightjar put his hand on Mr. Black's shoulder, asked him why he wanted to go into a walled city so badly. That seemed to bring him back. When your old man opened his eyes, they were full of tears. Then he muttered something else I couldn't make out. Your daddy got real irritating after a while. I think it means? I have no fucking clue. Alright, let's get to it. You two need your SINs burned and you need them burned fast. Hong Kong dragnets are bad news. When they roll in force. Armored personnel carriers, heavy armor, heavy weapons, sorcerers, the whole thing, and they aren't coming to arrest you. The good news is, I can help you. With the wave of my hand, I can have your sins disappear. What you need to understand, my darlings, is that what you're asking for is not a simple request. Burning an SIN isn't just deleting a number, it's wiping all reference to that number from all of the world's largest databases. It's masking your mugshot in their facial recognition database so that the first camera you walk past doesn't bring them down on you like a ton of bricks. It's covering our fucking tracks so that the act of burning your sin doesn't lead it right to us. It requires contacts in numerous corporations and the USAS government. It requires someone like me. Therefore, I need to make a choice. Do I kill you and dispose of your bodies before the cops come looking for you, or do I help you burn your SINs? Etiquette. What I've heard about the triads, your first priority should be your reputation. To have your reputation were just killed, it's a loss of face. So clever. So clever. Yes, I've been placed in a delicate situation, haven't I? Regardless, that's a situation whether you're alive or you're sucking dirt. He stares at you for a long moment, chin still on hand, thinking. Taps her ash on the floor without taking her eyes off you. You live. You're clever and I like that. I'll put your SINs to the torch. However, I'll need to call in several valuable favors with my network to do it, and those favors do not come cheap. You will owe me. Oh. Whatever you say, Auntie. That's a bit clever. What do you want us to do? I want you to deliver a message from me to a business associate in the walled city. The Yellow Lotus has a strong presence inside, Nicholas. Isabel can tell you all about it, can't you, dear? Isabel grew up in the walled city. They collect taxes for the corporations, extort protection money from shopkeepers, run drugs, guns, people. They hurt people. We do those things, yes. But to be fair, we also operate the walled city's black market. You might not be alive today, but weren't for the lifeline that we provide. There's a red pool. A sort of enforcer, yes, on the inside. His name is Strangler Bao. Bao's a strong man, a good soldier, but he has forgotten his place. I need you to remind him. Let me guess, by reminding him you need to put a bullet in his head. No. If I wanted him dead, I would have said so. Don't jump to conclusions, you aren't any good at it. This is a message for Bao. You will deliver it to him in my name, and then return to me. Remember, Bao's men are my men. By right, they should all be serving me. I would prefer if you did this quietly and without killing them. I have no use for dead soldiers. One of you will go with these westerners to the walled city, help them locate Bao and show them the ropes. The other will remain here with me. I have several menial and degrading tasks you need doing around the establishment. No matter who goes and who stays, you'll both pay for bringing an APB to my doorstep. Yes, Auntie. Yes, Auntie. Now I'm gonna find out who ordered the hit on Nightjar and do some dentistry on him with power tools. That boy was my favorite. He sang to me sometimes. The other one I didn't care about. Gutshot was an asshole. That will be all, my darlings. Return to me when you're done. Enter the walled city and deliver a message. Okay. Someone wants to come with us? Auntie Cheng said you to be coming. You can pass. Uh-huh. Choosing your team. When traveling to new mission locations, you'll be able to choose which member of your team to bring and modify the loadout for the run. When members of your team become permanently incapacitated on a mission, they'll be automatically extracted for emergency medical care. They will be patched up and ready for action the next time you return to Heo. Avoid this loss of firepower by always carrying some Dockwing when trauma kits into the field. I'll take the Decker. Force to nature elemental fetish. Ah, okay. Mini grenade launcher, Isabel's deck. Adds 5 seconds when hacking blocker IC. Sure. You confirm. You're about to travel to the Walled City. Continue. Shaolin Walled City, the most densely populated spot on Earth. Nearly 40,000 people crammed to the 7 acres of chaos, poverty, disease and vice. A self-contained city that collects no taxes and provides no city services. Stagnant water sits in temporary wells, trash lies piled on roofs or controlled burns, improvised structures lean dangerously over populated areas. It's the ideal breeding ground for all manner of illicit trade, drugs, gambling, black market trade, meta-human trafficking, and everything in between. The only law is triad law. And now you need to enter the septic system of a city, find a triad and force him to strangle a bow, and deliver a message from kindly Cheng. Quip. You have nothing. Auto-saved. Auto-saved. You have karma available to improve your character's attributes and skills. Open the karma screen. Sure. Sure. 10. This could be useful. Guess. Quickness +1. 15% to 50% chance to hit. Movement bonus +2 tiles. I don't know what to pick for a totem, man. Cobra grants a personal passive benefit of +1 damage and +5 accuracy for all attacks made by the shaman. Neither have I. Fish. +1 movement, +1 armor. Okay, so you can do a personal benefit or an activated team benefit when you're near your characters. I'm not sure if the range is too big, so I'm kind of leaning towards a personal benefit. Just make a summoner out of it, I guess. Out of this character, I guess. Stack the fetishes. Instead of a... +1 damage and +5 accuracy. All attacks made by the shaman. Spells. Increases chance for a shaman to maintain control of a summoned spirit. Okay. Intelligence. That's biotech. Do ranged. Okay. Foul oily water rains down from above, mixes with the filth and offal and swirl of the streets, turns it into a flowing slurry of unrecognizable sewage. In the distance, the sounds of back alley activity add to the ambience of your arrival. Breaking glass, the crackling hiss of a garbage fire, faint screams of terror punctuated by the occasional gunshot, sex and business and violence and misery blended into one. Raymond said that prosperity is in the walled city, but I don't see it. Why the hell would you want to set one foot in this place? Who knows? You'd have to be insane to travel to the walled city. As I think we said, it's the worst slum in the Eastern Hemisphere. Maybe the worst in the world. Can't believe I grew up here. I have to drag you back. Could have brought Goblin instead. I would have been cool with that. There was a market over there when I was a kid. Mightn't be a bad place to start. Thought you knew where to find Strangler Bao. I do. We need to get in the Lotus Den. That's what Bao calls the little island of control that he carved out for himself here. It's a stupid name, but it stuck. He left guards posted at every entrance, but we might be able to find a way around them through the market. This way kindly would prefer. Probably aren't expecting anyone to come in force. We can kick in the door, drop the cards, hand over the message and get the hell out. Kindly doesn't want them dead, she wants them to remember where their loyalties lie. It's tough to remember much of anything when you've got a bullet in your head. I mean, we could kill him if we really wanted to, technically. Bao is the only one that has to live, but I'd rather keep Auntie Cheng happy than piss her off again. Group safety is my biggest concern. I like the way you think. I want out of this place as fast as possible. Damn right, let's do this. Do not kill any Yellow Lotus. I try. Putrid stench emanates from the remains of this building. You see nothing that would cause it. Clothing. I have good quality clothing for sale. Everyone heard anyone say prosperity is in a walled city. Prosperity? I don't know what that means. Interesting. Here? No, nothing changes here. Nothing changes. Strangler Bao is a big man now. He's very important. Very important. You know Bao? Love to meet him. Well, he requested a suit and it took only 1 day longer than expected. The bastard refused to accept it. See your friend Bao, you tell him that he still owes me for my time. I don't sue for nothing. You can't eat air. We'll get right on that. You see that you do. Now, what else do you want? Later, lady. Bloodied woman. Over here. A young woman lies on the ground. She's a bloody mess. Streaks and spatters of crimson crisscross her blouse and metal hair. Judging by the quality of her clothing and the back of her on her shoulders, you'd make her out as a student. She's out of place here as a librarian would be in a game of urban brawl. She struggles to move, but she's clearly exhausted. The dark circles under her eyes tell you that she hasn't slept in days. Guys don't look you're from around here. That's right, we're out of towners. Cool, that's cool. Predators. I'm okay though. The blood stares. Thought I'd rest you for a minute before I got back to work. Work? You're here on a job? No, school. I'm a student at HQU. Need to do some research. Gotta finish before I can leave. This is dangerous. What are you doing here alone? I wasn't alone, not till a few days ago. I've been living with a family in one of the inner blocks for the last couple of months, working on my master thesis. Funny place to write a thesis. It's the right place for mine. My thesis is on Feng Shui in the Sixth World. Still in the data gathering phase, or are you attempting to verify a hypothesis? Verification. You know much about Feng Shui? Specifically, how it applies here in Hong Kong? A little. Why don't you educate me? As you may know, Feng Shui is one of the 5 arts of Chinese metaphysics. Before the awakening, it was thought of as a philosophical system for harmonizing people with their surrounding environment. Today in the Sixth World, Feng Shui is more than just a philosophical construct, it's actually a form of magic. The whole thing revolves around Qi. The invisible life energy that binds every person and thing together is very real here in Hong Kong. Nobody knows the reason why. Maybe it's only because people believe that it is. The important thing is, it's a measurable, quantifiable phenomenon. There's an entire industry that's grown up around it. Doesn't look like a place where people are harmonized with anything. No, it isn't. Not at all. The feng shui in the walled city is completely screwed. I mean, just to look at the place. The key's all wrong here. You can feel it, right? Felt that something was wrong the minute I walked in. Bad key, huh? Key needs to flow. Positive feng shui allows that to happen. If key gets pent up and trapped, it goes sour. That's what's happening here. You know, I hate to admit it, but I could use some help. I started running on, well, I guess you could call it an experiment of sorts. Nothing conclusive, just a few quick trials to support my hypothesis before I go into hardcore data gathering mode. There are only a few things left to do. If you could finish them for me, I could get out of here. Please follow the notes in this sheet. Just say what you need us to do. I need you to make adjustments in the area's feng shui. My notes will tell you how. The goal is to remove sources of friction and to record the results. My hypothesis is that even small adjustments can have a measurable impact on key flow. If I'm right, it should improve, and life should just get a little bit better. You rest, I'll take care of it. Repair the walled city. Okay. How, though? Another merchant. Merchant. Look at these beauties. Very valuable, very pretty. No, not something that something would say around here. Show me what you're selling. Shit, that's expensive. Okay. Wires are sparking dangerously just above the doorway. Patched or worn out wire coating. Quick patched up with some nearby waste rubber leaves the wires safe once more. Ow. Rebuilding. Yellow Lotus, Captain. Enter Lotus Den. The market stall has been picked clean, its owners replaced by pools of dried blood. Okay, so we have to go and talk to him. Go. Well-muscled and heavily tattooed triad member looks up from his PDA, bored but alert. Behind him, other Yellow Lotus soldiers take notice and turn to leer at you. You're in the wrong neighborhood, tourist boy. You and all your little tourist friends. I'm a local. I work for Kindly Cheng, so show some respect. That's so. Probably know that you shouldn't be here, that the fossil doesn't run things around here anymore. Let's get moving, little girl. Best move before you hurt you all real bad. I'm not gonna tell you twice. Here to deliver a message to Strangler Bow. No, I don't think so. We haven't been told to respect anyone. This is a trick. You're just trying to get close to Bow so that you can put a bullet in them. We're curious. All we want to do is put a memory stick in your boss's hand and blow. No, I don't think so. You don't get near Strangler Bow. And you don't talk to us either again, understand? Try to pass by my boys, I'll punch holes in you until daylight shines through. Alright, we're leaving. See ya. Come upon a heavily muscled triad soldier screaming at a bearded old man holding a bleeding nose. This isn't enough. You've got two options, old man. You can find a way to pay me all the money, or you can drag your bony ass deeper into the wall. Find a spot for yourself there with the pimps and the predators. They should find a nice use for you. Your choice. It's not fair, I can just pack up and leave. I've been living here 22 years and this how it's going to be? Fine by me. Ow. Rip. He's out cold. Lower levels. Tires have been set aflame and I've been burning for some time. The smell is awful. Can imagine. That rubber smell though. Bucket of sand. Put a bucket of sand into the flames. Fixed. Fixed. Okay, guess we're going to the lower levels. Game saved. They're like an auto save option or something. A quick save option. Duncan, can you give me a hand with this? Sure thing, it shouldn't be too hard. Nice! Karmaget. Door panel. Door panel. If this will open. Ooh. Hatch that bolt. Pure terminal. This terminal belongs to Bow's people. I bet we can get something useful out of it. Jack in. Oh shit, the hacking game. The Matrix help slide will give you a rundown on some of the features you'll encounter navigating through cyberspace, including system trace, matrix combat, and Watcher IC. Holy crap. Watcher IC patrols the area. White IC attacks intruders, virtual body. Black IC the deadly countermeasure damage dealt affects your physical body. Dump shock, dying in the matrix. You check out during combat, you'll suffer dump shock, losing 25 of HP and minus 5 AP. If defeated in the matrix, instead of dying outright, you'll forcibly jacked out and lose 50% HP. Avoid detection by Watcher IC patrols. Watcher IC have a side cone displayed by lit squares in front of them. To avoid detection, look for gaps in the pattern and safe spots that are out of their detection range. Cool. This is where I need to go, or over here? Crap. Oh! Nope. Oh shit. Oh. You can either attempt to hack the IC or force your way past at the cost of additional system trays. When encountering blocker IC, you will be presented with several options for bypassing it. Successfully hacking your way past is the only way to get without raising system trays, unless you happen to have a password. Press a hack. Solve the hacking challenge to get past the blocker IC undetected. Force. Use the cyber deck to push past the blocker IC by force, automatically raising system trays by the amount shown. Try password. In some cases you can try typing a password to get past blocker IC undetected. Mouse over to see how much system trays will increase if you enter the password. Keep a puzzle. Press start and follow and match the sequences. Use your numpad and mouse to add more pips for more hack time. What? Note, you can press next as soon as you have even one pip to start step 2. Pressing start again will let you repeat this step. Using the symbol clues here to look for a matching solution out of the 10 choices below. Take the matching solution here based on the clues above. What the hell? Makes zero sense. Press start and follow and match the sequences using your numpad or mouse to add more pips for more hack time. Causes 20 system trays on failure. Oh shit. Ah, I forgot where we started. Jesus. Okay, so now I need to get out. I guess. Oh crap. What's over this side? More things to do. Woo! Shit. God damn it. Jesus Christ. I know, right? Holy shit. Thing we needed. Let's get out of here. Can we just eject like this? Nice. That's some intense hacking, man. Holy crap. Oh, this is it, man. This is it. Open door. Simpsons vending machine. Simpsons vending machine has been left unlocked for restocking. There's a packaged data chip still in the tray. I'll steal it. Tops. Door. Door panel. There's the place we had to go, the mission objective. Thing in here. We don't want to exit the area yet. Enter a key code. I don't know. The hell? There's... Wait. Seven eight eight one. We gotta read our mission items as well. 7881. Door unlocks. Strangler bow. Large man has 50 stands waiting, his heavily tattooed arms held in a fighter stance. His bone structure is heavy. Corded muscle stands out on his arms and chest. In his youth he must have been enormous. I don't know how you got in here, but you've got my attention. Good, I have a message. Kindly Cheng. Message from Cheng? I could wait to hear you mangle it. Speak Cantonese so well. Before I hear it, I have left a message for her too. You tell kindly Cheng that her operations are done in the walled city. Strangler Bao has given himself a promotion. And tell her that if she sends any more errand boys to visit him with another message, Strangler Bao is going to send them back in a box. Think you can tell her that, errand boy? Should I write it down for you in English? Just slot the stick, listen to the message, and I'll be gone, okay? I don't get to hear you butcher the message. I'm sad. Mr. Bao, as everyone knows, you're a man of swift action. I respect that, and because of that respect, I will get right to the point. I know where your money is coming from. I know that you have friends working for straw sandals like myself. They have been siphoning funds from their organizations. I know about the noodle shop that you launder the money through. I have tasted that broth and found it wanting. You have been stealing from the Yellow Lotus, glorifying yourself with revenue that we have earned, and I have files to prove it. Now, in light of our recent conflict, you might be wondering why I'm keeping this information to myself. Why I haven't exposed you to so you could be dragged from your lotus den by the balls and slowly roasted on a rotisserie spit. In truth, I respect your ambition. You have a lot to learn about candor and loyalty, but I believe that you still have value. I am still willing to work with you. However, in order for that to happen, we need to come to an understanding about the nature of our partnership. I own you, Bao. You and all your men, you are my fucking playthings, dolls to twist and pose as I see fit. I am in this position because I am far better at this than you, and it's time that you learned it. Accept what I'm telling you and we can get back to business. Prosper together. But if you continue your little rebellion, I will mail tiny pieces of you to your children and take their picture as they open the package. You have 24 hours to return to the fold. If you aren't here licking my heels by then, the information will be released and you will become food for fish. Your choice, Bao. 24 hours. Get out. Tell Mrs. Chang to expect me at Swift Winds tomorrow. I will. Thank you for your time. Joe, go. Just go. I'm going out this way, right? I'm not going through the rooftops. Can't do anything here. To hail. New save, because we are going to finish this mission tomorrow. At least we did it quietly. Yeah, probably tomorrow, right? I'll thank you guys for watching, and we'll continue next time, hopefully tomorrow. So hope to see you then. Thanks for watching, and take care. Bye bye.